The name alone stirs something in the hearts of motorcyclists around the globe. Hayabusa, a name synonymous with speed, dominance, and a legacy that redefined what it meant to build a hyperbike. And now, in 2025, Suzuki has taken the legend further. The 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa GSX1300R isn't just an upgrade. It's a reassertion, a reaffirmation of dominance. A whisper and a roar that says, "I never left." It all started back in 1999, when the first Hayabusa broke onto the scene and blew everything else out of the water. The competition simply couldn't catch up. Suzuki had created a missile with handlebars, a machine capable of breaking the 300 km/h barrier with grace, stability, and insane levels of power. But over the years, emissions regulations, safety norms, and the evolution of motorcycle technology slowed the pace, even for giants like the Hayabusa. And yet, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the 2025 Hayabusa arrives, not only reborn, but re-engineered for a new era of domination. Let's start with the heart of the beast. At its core, the 2025 Hayabusa still retains its monstrous 1340 CK inline-4 engine. But don't be mistaken, this is not the same mill as before. Suzuki has made subtle, yet substantial tweaks: titanium valves, lightweight pistons, a reworked intake, and exhaust system, and an ECU that's smarter than ever before. The result? 190 horsepower and 150 Nm of torque, delivered in a smoother, more linear, and more savage manner than ever before. The power delivery is ferocious but refined, and the acceleration from 0 to triple digits will leave your vision tunneling and your breath caught in your chest. But it's not just about sheer numbers. What makes the 2025 Hayabusa truly remarkable is how usable and controllable that power is. The ride-by-wire throttle system has been dialed in with surgical precision, making the bike more responsive at lower speeds, more aggressive in the mid-range, and an absolute demon at the top end. This is a bike that doesn't just go fast, it becomes fast. And that engine is only part of the story. Suzuki's focus with the 2025 version was balance, making the Hayabusa not just a straight-line missile, but a true grand tourer, with the agility of a much smaller machine. The chassis remains the same twin-spar aluminum frame, but it's been retuned for better rigidity and feedback. The suspension setup now features fully adjustable KYB forks up front and a similarly adjustable rear shock, perfectly calibrated to soak up the miles on the highway while delivering sharp, confident handling in the twisties. The electronics package, though, that's where the Hayabusa has taken a quantum leap forward. Suzuki Intelligent Ride System, or SIRS, is now more comprehensive than ever. With 6 riding modes, 3 factory presets, and 3 customizable user modes, you can fine-tune your ride like never before. Power delivery, traction control, engine braking, wheelie control, launch control. Each parameter is adjustable. Want it tame for city cruising? Done. Want it aggressive for track days or open highway runs? One click away. And then there's the new cornering ABS system. Using a 6-axis IMU, the 2025 Hayabusa adjusts braking force in real time as you lean, tilt, and twist through the bends. Confidence and control, even when you're riding like a man possessed. The quick shifter and auto blipper are among the smoothest in the segment. Downshifting into a corner is seamless. Upshifting at full throttle, neck snapping and grin-inducing. You don't just ride the Hayabusa, you command it. You speak to it and it responds instantly. Visually, the 2025 model is an evolution, not a revolution. Suzuki has chosen to honor the Hayabusa's iconic silhouette, the long, flowing bodywork, the low stance, and the unmistakable presence that still turns heads 2 decades later. But it's sharper now. more aerodynamic. Every curve is functional, every line sculpted by the wind. The front end sports updated LED headlights with integrated daytime running lights, sleek, futuristic, and undeniably Hayabusa. The tail section has been trimmed and reshaped, still aggressive, but now with even more visual aggression. And the color schemes? Just stunning. Matte silver with red accents, gloss black with gold touches, a new signature white and blue that pays homage to Suzuki's racing heritage. This isn't just a bike, it's a statement. Hop onto the saddle and you'll find the cockpit blends analog charm with digital precision. The large, easy-to-read tachometer still sits front and center, because revs matter. But flanking it is a bright TFT display that shows everything from lean angle to G-force, ride modes to tire pressure. It's intuitive, customizable, and packed with data without ever feeling cluttered. Ergonomics, surprisingly friendly. The Hayabusa has always been a big bike, but the riding triangle in 2025 is tuned for long-haul comfort. The seat is lower and better padded. The clip-ons are slightly higher and wider. The result? Less wrist fatigue, better posture, and a cockpit you can spend hours in, whether you're on a canyon road or crushing kilometers on a cross-country run. And let's not forget the sound. Start the engine, and the exhaust note is a deep, soulful growl. Rev it up, and the scream is unmistakable. A mechanical symphony of combustion, fury, and freedom. The twin-exit exhaust system has been retuned to meet emissions norms while still delivering that intoxicating Hayabusa soundtrack. It sings, it howls, it commands attention. Now, let's talk about who this bike is for. It's not just for speed junkies, although it will certainly satisfy them. The 2025 Hayabusa is for the rider who appreciates engineering excellence. It's for the person who respects the past, lives in the present, and demands the future. It's for the tourer who wants power on tap. It's for the city commuter who wants style and presence. It's for the thrill seeker who wants a bike that makes every ride unforgettable. And the best part? Suzuki has kept it relatively accessible. Yes, it's a premium machine. But you're not just paying for a motorcycle, you're investing in a legacy. A name that still makes other bikes flinch. A machine that still defines the category it created. In a world that's increasingly moving toward electric and autonomous vehicles, the 2025 Hayabusa is a love letter to internal combustion. It's a last stand for raw speed, pure riding joy, and unfiltered power. But it's also smarter, safer, and more refined than ever. So whether you've ridden the original Hayabusa, or whether this will be your first, know this: the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa GSX1300R is not just a motorcycle, it's an icon reborn, a legend retold, a machine that carries with it the weight of history and the thrill of tomorrow. And when you twist that throttle, feel the surge, hear the scream, and blur the world around you. Remember, you're not just riding a bike, you're riding the storm. The king is back, and the road will never be the same again.